still going to say hello. Today is Skyline Friday. We're going to continue the game we started last week. Music is, of course, by no copyright sounds. Picked a little something peppy for this because it's a little more, a little more high-strung for a game. Alright, this is where we left off. Whoa, wrong game, wrong controls. Still not sure what we're doing here in the middle. Hey, good afternoon. Happy you could get here. So we're picking up from where we left off last time. I really wanted to use the one that I made in downtime because the layout is so pretty, but hey. It's better this way sometimes. Alright, this is a map I've not done, so here we are. Now, let's see. We're still not sure what we're putting in. I was still thinking a large business area at some time later. And since it's a week and I haven't actually played City Skylines, I am gonna look over. See what I've done. Where we're at. Let's see. And alright. So, which would you prefer? Game, basic vanilla game music, because I've added none of the radio packs. Really? You're gonna be treating me? There we go. We have unemployment of 4%, but we don't have. We really don't know how we have unemployment when we have so much population. Alright. We're going to reserve this space here for offices. It's a terrible, terrible thing to do, but we also have a need for parks, so this will work out. And there we are, the cat and dog. Spur of Our Lives is taking place in the background, just in case something peeks through. I like these weird parks. I know they're mods. And I never promised to go vanilla here, so I think this could almost fit here. Could. But no, that road is going to be an issue. But do they really need that road? No, they do not. Okay. Pick the school up and put it down again. Now, before we do that, we should see if the park will fit. Anything else? There we go. Grab that. We'll move the school over there. Really, it's gonna be all persnickety like that. I don't think. I can fit a path in there. I don't think I need to with this park. Yeah, it goes all the way through to the other side, so. And we're gonna want to de-zone that. Seriously, guys, stop building. Just want to put a park in. Gah. Alright. Probably put the park in the wrong place anyway, so. Oh, that park must have killed me. Okay. There we go. That's all I really wanted. But we're gonna move the park as soon as we have a chance. Holy crap, how much is that park? Oh, that was dumb. Okay. My eyes are bigger than my stomach. Got it. Oh yeah, that's right, we were in the middle of some feet. And asking the town to be more sustainable. And we were able to get rid of the land pollution created by our original industry. So this has actually been working out really well. Not that anyone want to live over there anyway, which is too noisy. Alright, there we go. Alright, here we go. Nope. That high school's a killer. So what we're gonna do is we'll put that. Oh, we're not putting that down. We're gonna have to up the budget. No, not the budget. Don't want to change the budget. Alright, let's change the budget. Alright, here we go. Here goes nada. Okay. Change budget some more. Okay, I see this. And there we go. Okay, that's a relief. Alright, there we go. One park. And for now, it's gonna have to be what it is. I'm not claiming this is going to be a pretty park, but it's going to be a park. Point is to create a walking path and biking path and also revenue. Additional revenue. And for an expensive later time, I'll be dressing it up as a very pretty place, lots of trees and fences and all that stuff. Once upon a time, when I was a kid, there is a park in San Mateo alongside the El Camino Real, which is a really long street, goes from San Jose all the way to San Francisco or Daly City. But along the way is the San Mateo's Park, and it has it also has a Japanese garden, which I really loved, and it was a thing. It's still a thing. It's still there today, which is like forever ago. Very beautiful park. Although I think most of the kids back in the day really the whole idea of the choo-choo train, because hey, who doesn't like riding a train? Fortunately, my mother was city on state assistance, and it was most of children that it was a hardship for her to actually let me have that experience, of which I kind of sort of remember having a couple of times. So I've always had fond memories. I was also really taken with the Japanese gardens. And it's literally a square park, but it was done well on the inside. So if you ever have a chance to be in the San Francisco Bay Area, it's an actually really nice park. The majority of the park I had to get into, but she liked the Japanese gardens a lot more than the rest of the park, with the swings and the slides. So when you're a kid, it's kind of important. We're gonna move those gates down without moving those gates down, and we need to provide a bit of power. So what we're gonna do is give it an 8 block here, and a block here. Get up. Worst case scenario, I'll cheat. I promise. There we go. And it's possible we'll put some. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. I swear. So show you. So it's slot number 4. All right. So we want to put another entrance somewhere around here. This is going to be a major byway for most of the residents since we have power. Nice flat part. We'll fill it in with trees and stuff later. But for the most part right now, we're gridding it out to create various needed services, one of which is to cut traffic in advance. We're working towards cutting the majority of traffic before it becomes traffic. And it also increase revenue once we get it. Oh yes, we are up and rolling. Finally have power to this baby. Alright. And yeah, I admit it's a game mechanic. In real life, here's no way your parks and recreation are gonna pull in solid revenue, but welcome to Game Land. We have a real-time traffic, we have a park, there's no interest whatsoever in it, but it is laid out. Around the park will be various business and office buildings and etc. And if we expand the park out a little bit, yeah, we could do dastardly game related items. What do you mean we're out of power? Seriously? Alright, let's have a look at it. Now, is this a budgeting concern? Absolutely not. Alright, now hit the button here and see if we have a non-working on. Did we plan ahead? Did we plan ahead? No, we're suck. Suck. Okay. Can we afford? Nothing. Alright, fine. We can afford that. That's amazing. So we just need a 18. It's not bad. Do that Alt-Z. Game does not come with that, but that's okay. So what we were wanting to do right now is slap this bad boy as close as we can. But I have a love for being neat. So there we go. That should alleviate a percentage of our problems for the moment. As we get more of those, we will decommission the old wind tower only for the solar, for the combo. And there we go, we have power again. Now we have some commercial needs, which is great. So. Alright, let's do this. Let's do that. And then go back to this. So, we're going to do, there's a couple of guys there that one guy tested how many parks how many park entrances he could build that would make it possible for him to not charge taxes. I think that was in San Diego or something like that. Which is cool in its own right. I thought it was rather interesting. They also figured out that somebody also tested in one of their YouTubes what the citizens preferred for the same distance when it comes to transportation. And it really irritated me to find out that they prefer the bus above anything else. I mean, I've sunk millions of sim dollars into whole transit systems for them to out around a bus. I decommissioned entire bus services because of it. Because, you know, there's more better ways to get from point A to point B. They weren't using it. The little sim people were like, we're too good for that. We don't want to do that. We want to ride this bus when we could transfer over to something else. That is so frustrating because I built hubs and everything, like 500 people standing around this bus stop. It's like, really? Let's go ahead and decommission this. Yeah, we're just gonna cut the bus service. Because you little sim people just don't. So what we're doing here is, daily services. We've expanded the park to this limit so that we can charge people twice. I'm gonna pick that one up and buy a new one. So technically I only want 2 here, so we're just gonna move these around across the street. Pick that one up. And do the same thing here. So what I'm trying to do is create a easy access to the neighborhood. And the goal here is mostly to create access to the behind it without, because shortcuts are short. So we're gonna put that there. We're going to put it in the corner here. And grab this other one. Okay. Do that. Now I have this really nifty thing that allows me to do that. Create a crosswalk to allow the Sims to get across, the little Sim people to get across. And because we really would put something there to, it'll alleviate traffic here, but allow them to get across. It's not perfect, but you know, it works. You know. Left click, right click. So since that's a little bit more important, and that one doesn't have a reason to do that, we're gonna do that. And because this is away from a junction, we will let that happen. And the reason that we're not actively allowing traffic to come in and out is to preserve the desire for our Sims to walk, which is really healthy for them. Not enough money, that's fine. We were doing that pause. And I can see that we're gonna need to wait a minute so that we can provide a stop and go at least one connection to the outside here. So we'll put in a cross route here because we're gonna want that. What are you doing? There we go. Should be able to get these Sims across now. There we go. And so I'm gonna just road. And there we go. They are able to get out and go to across and go to work. And that's exactly what it is, a pedestrian highway of sorts. A toll road. Alright, with that done, we can go and move back over. Water! Water, you say? Water. I need more water? Really? Alrighty. I knew that was going to be too good to be true. Alright. That's okay. We can have water. We're gonna definitely have a little redundancy here. That's fine. There we go. Alrighty, now the park doesn't have anything in it, I admit, but we will make it so. Now, what can we put in here? I like to put a cafe somewhere near the entrance so that people can grab a cup of coffee and enjoy the walk. It's always good to have stories in your head. What's going on? It's my preferred coffee shops. There's Starbucks everywhere. I swear to God, we do. Although I lived in Minnesota and it's on every corner, and I'm okay with that. Hey, we leveled up the park with coffee. You know what? I think I'm gonna rename this Coffee Park. Nope, that's not the park. We want to rename the park Coffee Park. Just name that gate, be done with it. Don't you? That's not what I want. Now I guarantee this area, Vermont Square. Nope. Come on, man. I just want to name a dang park. There we go. Caribou Coffee Park. Why not? We were telling a story about Caribou Coffee. I don't know if this is true, but once upon a time everybody drank the most bitterest coffee in the world. Starbucks came around, made sure it was still a little bit bitter by slightly scorching the beans, and we now have Starbucks. Caribou Coffee is not, you have bitter coffee. There's a lot of really nice espresso out there. They'll still cost you the same. And it is nighttime. Oh, cool. We can actually build that school. What do you know? We're gonna need it anyway. I like these schools because they're a little smaller than the other ones. And I like to get the most out of my land as I can. So we're gonna drop a school right here. Because this is the new neighborhood. And our educational systems can withstand a few more new students. We definitely can handle quite a few there. And something we don't have is blammo, a library. And that's how it works. We need this awesome library. It's the only one in the city, but hey, it's a start. Now let's go back and finish that one park we had over here. And we were going to move it into the neighborhood rather than have it on the business. Come on, don't be like that. There we go. What we'll do, we're going to flip around. Rather bland pavement. Just grab a little bland pavement and see if we can pull this off. There we go. Now it should actually do that. Yes. So what we're doing is we're just making a bland pavement. You know, some streets do that just as a filler. I mean, I don't have fillers. I never learned how to use the fillers yet, but yeah, nice. There it is. Beautiful park. The nice thing about some of the parks that I've picked up off the Steam Workshop is that they will connect roads. So now we have this place with all these coffee shops. And we're going to go back to putting our coffee shops in because, hey, why not? I'll throw a bathroom in there somewhere in the middle. And so coffee shop. That's enough coffee shop. We'll stick one carefully right there. And we'll put in the loo somewhere about there. because they need loose. Park info booth by the main park gate, wherever I put that. Where's the main gate? Oh. Park gate, side gate. Oh, I see. I built a small park main gate. Okay. That's what I did. Okay. So we're gonna put the info booth right here, where it belongs. And then begin to do other cool stuff. Like that. And that. Chessboard in the middle. And that's good enough for now. It's a very bland park, but trees cost a lot of money, so we'll worry about trees later. Crime is up, yay. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna slap a police department right here next to the school, cause, yeah. I don't care about that. Alright. And we're going to give our police a 25% increase in budget to assist them. I really wish I didn't have to use the mouse for this. Just kind of enter in a number and be good, but okay. 77 it is. Oh, we can get that one. Okay, well, we can keep trying. There we go. We're going to up the fire department by 25%. I want to afford this, but not really, but hey. People get happy when they're safe. They can go on about their business and pay taxes. Alright. We're going to increase road use, etc. Alright. Let's have a look at the fire. Yeah, we probably should put a cute. I'm gonna put a cute old school fire department over here if I can fit it in. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I think I could just move the police station to the next. Oh, come on, people. It's not that bad. Tell me this thing is. Oh, come on, really? You made me waste valuable landscape. Okay. Alright. Alrighty then, we're gonna put that sucker right there. Okay, educational system. Good. Not. Really. Alright. And I think we're missing a... Yep, we're missing one of those. Now, what I want to do with this is create a park of sorts. So it's nice and it's neat and such. Hold on. Let me see about those wires. We don't need those wires. Let's save some money. Not a lot of money, but it's money. It's the moolah. Huzzah. There we go. That adds up. Let's go ahead and check our trash. Alright. We need to up garbage processing just a smidge. So we will turn that on, turn that off. We don't really want that anymore unless we have an emergency. And we'll have a look at our services and we will ask people to cycle. Currently we're going to be using Only electricity for heat in the winter for now. Currently, we are not that flush in money that we're going to want to do that. Now, let's see. Have a look. We have no unemployment. Okay. Alright. We need more people. It's a nice neighborhood. I'm going to take it to the city's edge, though. Alright. One of the things I've found since I started streaming is that if you have crunchy food and you're hungry, you're not eating it. Well, you could mute yourself, but it seems kind of wrong in a way. Like, you know, ignoring a guest when they're at your house. Alright. Oh, this is gonna freaking suck. Oh. But we do need a little foliage. It is a park. Right. Right, we got by for like cheap. Look at these people go. They're hauling backside to get to work. Look at that. That's amazing. They're just like, yes, we are going to work. And the nice thing is we have a little revenue. It looks nice. We're not just slapping it in there to slap it in there. So, park center income from money spent by tourists, not much. Where's my parks? And it's probably time to start that. Alright. And it is 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's a good time to build up a little neighborhood. Wait a minute. What? Why is there nothing there? Okay, so we do have a lot of space for, you know, what we were hoping for. Oh my god, look at these people walk. Those people going to school. I have no idea why this element... Oh yeah. It was a really poor decision on my part at the previous time. So what we're doing... We're gonna put that element... We're gonna fix the road first. We need to have a segment of road here. Because we need a segment of road. There we go. Well, you can just be unhappy. You need road, buddy. Where else am I supposed to split the school? Oh, no, we're not doing that. Alright. We're going to move the school into a side street because that is not going to happen. That is terrible. You've been on a street with a bunch of students and their parents and the blue line, and yeah, I'm a rideshare driver. And the whole time my kid went to school, he never had a blue line. I never drove him to school. I didn't have to. He could walk 2 blocks. Even at 7, he could walk 2 blocks. And it was 3, but anyway, he knew how to get to school. Alright. So what we're going to do now is we're going to not do that. Nope. We're going to throw this in here to connect the neighborhood to the street. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's how that works. I kind of have to do that to the side. It's probably best. There we go. And what we're doing is we are connecting it, getting the neighborhood connected to what will later be a business area. By removing the school from the main collector traffic, we are essentially cutting out, you know, stuff we don't want. Yeah, this is exactly what it looks like, is stuff that, you know, we don't have a greenway like where I live, but we're good. I really like the greenway idea thing that they have in my city. I don't think it's in my neighborhood, but I like the idea of, you know, green space, you know, for walking or riding a bike. It's nice. You know, you can literally have a nice, you know, pretty way. It's not always pretty, trust me, but it is nice. So now we have a mall around a park, which increases its value. Doesn't do anything for the citizens over here. Alright, there we go. Look at that. I have no idea why these people are doing that. That's not going to be like that. Eventually, they will actually take the loop. But not right now, obviously, because that would make sense. Alright. I mean, if you want, I can tell you a story. I have a story for everything. Or a parable, or some business like that. Alright, we still don't need anything in the way of industrial, if you'll notice. What we will do is we will swap out the industrial roads. We're starting to pick up on traffic. So it's probably time to start thinking about extending the interstate a little bit here. And probably pay 100% of the road costs, so that it will increase the flow of traffic, speed, and connectivity, etc., etc., etc. Alright, now I'm gonna start at a neighborhood that had that problem. No, that was the neighborhood. Oh wow, I used the wrong road for the neighborhood. Oh, that's funny. No, it doesn't look like it did. No. It's the industrial, okay. One thing I don't want is... oh, I guess that works. Is we will provide the industrial with a means to get to get out to go have lunch. I was recently, yeah, last night I was literally in an industrial area that had a walking path to the nearest bank and places to eat. So people could literally walk from work from their parking lot, mind you, in a little walkway. I thought that was pretty snazzy. Very thoughtful, either on the bank's part or on the company's part. It doesn't matter to me. It was very nice. Alright. Now we are going to build a park. probably right here. And it has a twofold purpose. I kind of don't want something quite that big. Because we're going to do 2 of them. No, I don't. That might work. I don't think there's a 4x8. Ah, there we go. We'll do that one instead. Maybe. Go. So what we're going to put in here, while they're all happy about that, we are sticking that in there to make a very nice place for the people to go to visit their dearly departed loved ones. And as soon as I stick that thing in there, we're out of power again, really. And we're going to use the Move It mod here to streamline this just a tad. And because the park is absolutely connected to everything else, we are going to bring it down so that it accesses the main thoroughfare, and then we're going to find out why we're out of power. Oh, we just ran out of power. Got it. Alright. We got plenty of juice. We should be able to get some juice in here. And because I'm a neat freak about this. Alright. Kinda sorta helps. Won't be perfect, but we just need to wait. Our healthcare is more than adequate for the area. I may want to centralize it more. Where the hell I put it in the first place? Do I not have a healthcare facility? There it is. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to move it so that it is central to a larger area. And they can just suck it over there. The doctor's office decided they wanted to move. That's all there is to it. Happens all the time. Doctor moves the office. We will give them another one later. I'm gonna go back to doing this thing. Providing neighborhoods walking access to shopping. There we go. We have our walking path. Alright, I don't want to put a walking path back here, but maybe after stretching the road just a little bit. It's not pretty, but it does the job done. This road bike and pedestrian, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it gets the job done. It allows the bicyclists to do what they've got to do. So again, this is a park entrance deal, so we're going to treat it like that. And give them a shorter way to get to work. We're not messing with that. In time, we will turn this entire area probably into a high industrial area, but at this time, it will do. We still have an overabundance of employment. Need nothing there. Noise pollution is, for the most part, for most areas, is reduced. Especially in this area, because we planned around that. Is there a local mom and pop store? Probably not. We're going to leave this area in the middle of services. Kind of built along the Anno 2200 range for their first advanced edition. So we're going to look at our land value now. So we actually have a really high land value. Not so high over here, but at least it's not low. And there we go. We have issues with needing populace again. Whoa, so sorry about that. That is my Roomba emptying its bin. Got a great subscription for that. Works out to $800 Roomba or robot. $5 years ago, they had actually that most things like Windows, Microsoft would be a subscription service. It would be a service and no longer something you paid for and owned outright. I'm not sure if I really appreciate that, but when it comes to, getting a new Roomba when your old one's kind of like giving you garbage about the fact that it wants to retire. We retired our other one. We own that one outright. And yeah. So we're gonna bring this down here, and we're gonna feather this out into either a fishing community or into a hotel or something. We're gonna put a commercial area there whose primary purpose is tourism. And I think right now we can work on getting. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. We're wanting to move these areas along. we go. For their, you know, help with providing power for the city grid while at the same time living us, you know. We're pretty sure they're gonna want education, but there's no, oh, there's 2 kids there, so let's have a look at that. Okay, that's the area. Ah. Let's get this in here. Get it in here now, so we don't forget later. So we're going to begin our tourist area. Do that for measurement purposes. And drag this bad boy down. There we go. Probably not drag that bad boy down after all. There. Alright. Disconnect that. And probably close and noisy. Plan this in advance. So this is gonna be leisure, casino, etc. along this beach. Kind of like Waikiki, kind of like Hawaii in a buoy. And we will have to move that event. We probably will need to move that and drop in a cleaner when the time comes. So where are we getting our water? Aha! We are getting our water there. So it is probably time to move that so that it does not affect. So we're going to, as much as I like to do cleaner stuff, we have to wait. We're gonna do, shoosh. We're gonna do that. Grid connect it. And begin to prepare for a different way of life. It was just that we couldn't afford to have it anywhere else when we started. Had to be close by. Now, let's give it power. We're gonna need power anyway, so we're gonna do that. That. And that. And there we go. We're gonna kick that sucker off and include power, and in time we should, there we go. We are building out that way, so we will be able to actually connect with that power. So in the meantime, the nature of things, it's probably best to, no, I don't want to do that yet. Alright, we are going to change this and have it become a, go from an arterial to a collector, and perhaps in time we can do something else. Alright, there we go. And what we're going to do is manage traffic. So we're going to have a look at it. Alright, this is our industrial area, etc. This is our industrial area that actually holding up really well for now. And it's probably time to do the do. We need to stick that in there for now. And now we are going to set up a timed traffic light. And then we're going to leave it alone. Because it's going to be a thing eventually. The rest of the city doesn't look like it needs a timed traffic light, so we're going to do that. Looks like we've actually caused an issue with the timed traffic light, but in time it will work out. So we should probably add a junction to the light, which will be that one. And then, doop, that's it. And we need to actually tell these junctions several things, like what behavior we want. Is they're going to be making a right turn, they can just go ahead and go through. They can go through to make a right turn, they can go through to make a right turn, and they can go through if they need to make a right turn. We're going to restrict crossing the road there because it gets in the way of those right turns. So they've got to work it out. And they're not completely SOL. Stoplights, there's all kinds of ways of getting around that don't interfere with traffic. And in this case, we may need to restrict crosswalk traffic again. We need these people to know that they can just go through. I love junctions where it just says when you're making this right turn, just keep moving. Don't stop. Don't stop. So there are other crosswalks that don't interfere with that. And that smooths it out really nicely. It still allows everyone to hit all the streets, but not in a way that interferes with the traffic in general. Do garbage. Power, good. Water. Is that a money issue? A little bit. I'm gonna move that up here. There we go. I am guaranteeing it's not gonna be perfect. Nope. Alright, I guess it's that time of the day where we slap another one of these bad boys in there and then adjust the budget because that's not putting extra money into stuff we don't need to. Definitely. Oh, I got it. It's connected, yes. As I said in the past. We're going to start shutting down these bigger turbines. So, turn that on. And begin to reduce these because we're going to increase the other one. If not, I think that we can actually cut all of them off in exchange for Oh my god, we need a bigger population. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, fine. Don't want to be sad I didn't try. But what we can do is this, for the time being, is slap that right into the grid. On and off, we will turn these on, turn them off, according to need. There we go. Alright, we didn't want more than one, and it just messes with my neatness factor. Line up, darn it. No, what do you mean you're not lining up? There. Alright, close enough. Alright, we have just enough power. Not quite as much power. Oh my god, no wonder why we're having problems. No! What was I thinking? Okay, our revenue's enough that we can actually handle doing this to this neighborhood. Is it a good idea? Hell no. It is not a great idea. Alright, let's see. Connect that right here. I'm gonna provide a due to the size of stuff for this area, we're gonna connect it. Twice. To ensure that our people are doing, have access. Access is king. No, there is no. If you're just curious if there's a plan for the city, there is no plan. None whatsoever. I'm not even pretending. We're just randomly building this place, making stories about the citizens. And we are in the toilet. Okay, that's it. It's time to raise the taxes. Nothing I hate more than bleeding money. Alright. And it's partly because I changed the neighborhood here. To heck with it, let's get this over with. So for the moment, we are going to turn off some of our services. Even though we built it, we are going to turn it off. We're going to make unhappy. Well, actually, we should not make these people unhappy. We want them to move in. So. Alrighty. Whole town now keeps with our theme of providing their own electricity and other sustainable services for their homes, which technically would, you know, save them a little bit of money. All right, we're just gonna go over here and resume setting up a neighborhood because we can. All right. Usually 6 is plenty, but Oh look, we're turning a profit again. There's no reason for unemployment. Absolutely none. Okay, that's frustrating. Not sure what happened, but there we go. That there is us forcing the train and the road to follow each other. It's a really nice tool. What we're doing here is we're checking the access here and seeing if we really have this on that road that's heading towards that area. The answer to that is no. But what we are going to do is dezone and see if we have a park that'll fit right in there and connect the roads without being obvious. There we go. That will literally give us a park and a pathway. And then make us want to do things we really don't want to do. Like alright, this park is this park on a hill. Got it. And we're gonna probably put another one in right here. And that is a really nice thing about that particular park in question. is it allows you to connect your neighborhoods, and because we want to create access, and this is middle of the street, or, okay, we're still doing that thing. Let's get that out of the way. We're gonna do that. Oh, are you kidding me? No, 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 no. Alright. You don't want to work right now, you say? Really? Okay, fine. So, let's see if we do this. It'll work then. Nope. Alright. That is literally the nutshell. Okay. So the pre-plan is to move it over here. Up in a crosswalk right about there. And then put it back. Buy the other one, stick it in, and create everything that they need to get from their neighborhood to an area. We are again flush with cash. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll turn on the other library. And we need to remember that every park improves our neighborhoods. So let's see if the answer to that is yes. What we're going to do is we're going to remove this road and that road. And we are going to put it back. There we go. Then we're going to slip this particular part right there. Create access and beauty all at once. That doubles as everything we could ever want in a park. It's a better idea for park anyway. And since we have to pre-plan the park, we will do this. Throw the park in with that. This will not connect over there, so we will do other things. Now, we should have a park that is a 4x6. So let's do we have an 8x4. Put that park there, and put this one on the other side. Suddenly we have improved the quality of life here, and that's amazing. Now the real question is, remove the road. Will the little sim people use the park? Let's see. It is. A little more difficult with no. So this part doesn't actually work right there. Yeah, I haven't actually played around with my stuff, so. Eh. So since it doesn't work, we're just gonna do that. Which means that this park may or may not work as well. But we can create a little bit of focus by doing this. So we're gonna put a park in over here, just because. Now let's see, what do we have in the park? We have a 4x8. Alright, what do we get for small? That's my narrow path. We just need to do something nice over here. We'll put this right by where the road would go. See what happens. There we go. And let's put in some services. As you'll notice, we've cleaned up our pollution quite a bit. $19 versus what? 20? Not bad. Headline: the city governor has lost their mind. All right. So we're going to sneak this in right here. I mean, this slope was too steep. Right now, we're gonna do that. That's the power grid and do this. No need of having stuff that you don't need. There we go. So if service is over there, probably looks nice. Oh, I suppose we should probably afford some kind of bus service. I'm not sure I really want to add the traffic, but probably interested in getting ready to go that way with roads. I'm not sure if I want to do it that way. So create a buy-through, basically. I guess I should probably buy some property here soon. That's interesting. I think at this time we can, yes, do that. So we're going to basically bill people for coming in. These roads, when we raise the cost of roads, these roads will not pay for themselves. So we're going to use a one-way toll booth. Mostly because I don't like the extra work. And due to the nature of things, we're going to do this. We're going to move this one back. The bad idea? Always. And we're gonna go ahead and tell it horrible things. Like, it'll be like going through Chicago. You wanna go fast? You gotta go. There we go. We're gonna add a clog. And what we're going to do to this interstate, because we own it, we are going to widen it. Can't do anything there. And then we're going to do other things like this with the traffic, because we don't really want these people, the AI on its own, because the AI on its own is at the worst of times These people can pick their traffic before they get here. There we go. And I suppose we should begin lane mathematics at some point later. To quote Beefa plays indie games, of course. And we're back to needing populace. Alright. And let's do this. Let's not allow that because why not? Actually, to be honest, I'm not allowing that because I want to do things with that. Like, probably stop it now because it looks like one road in there, and then do I centralize it? Let's see. Two, three, one. So it's gonna be that one. Alright. Let's do this. Later we'll differentiate our industries and commercials better. Oh, I almost dread hitting 18,000 every time I... Oh, it's some kind of painful business. That right up against the park. Alright. Still don't need that. But we definitely need that. So, one of the coolest things that I had when I was going to school in Burlingame, California, is that my mother hated this idea though. She absolutely hated it. Is my elementary school was a couple of blocks from a park. And the park was a couple blocks from my house. And so my mother was worried that I would be in a lot of trouble in 6th grade. I was like 12. And I would walk through this park to cut home because it was shorter. And this is a woman whose navigational skills had much to be desired because she didn't know the neighborhood. So my original path to and from school was about a mile or so. I had to walk it. When I had a bike, it wasn't so bad. But it was the most boring and dismal and... who wants to walk beside the interstate, really? So... I was able to convince her at one point, because I had to carry a saxophone twice a week to and from school, for a shorter path. And then when I told her about the one through the park, she just was like, it was a large park, not like Manhattan's park or like the one here we have here, but it was a good sized city park, but it wasn't like too big. I mean, because you could almost see halfway through the park from one side. Alright, we still have, looks like we still have, issues with, yeah, stuff. And we are definitely in the red again. I almost want to start singing on the road again. Alright. Oh, what are these people missing? Alright, we have... Go ahead and get some of these streets up. In advance. We can always... There we go. The goal is to create a means to improve things. So now let's see what we have for traffic lights. We still have the time traffic light. It will not budge, and that's good. So now we need to come down and decide who's stopping down here, really. They're stopping. Or they're pausing. This in truth ensures a flow of traffic, give or take our stoplights here. In this case, I want that to pause instead. So all of our little rows that are connecting to connectors should be pausing or stopping. In the vanilla game, it's just not, you will not have the amount of control that you want. Right. So we're gonna go ahead and make this an industrial. Update this road to the dump area, and now that that's empty, we're gonna turn it off. Save some money. We don't need it because we have good garbage processing. Now we need to figure out and find out why. Okay, our population's not that bad. We have decent land value, not green, but could be better. We're educationally okay. We currently don't qualify for colleges yet. We've learned our lesson about that. So we have that. That's good. So, okay. some reason these little people can't get to school. Okay, now that we've got that under control, it's time to blow more money. We've got our choke point at the city to, yes, charge money for the use of our road. I guess we're just basically at the slurp tea and wait. So we'll start nitpicking again. So we're going to make it possible. Oh, there we can actually drop that one thing down. We're gonna nitpick a little bit. And connect our town. No, not that. There's our 2x8. And there it is, it's connected to the beach. Or to the property that will be connected to the beach. Go over here, see where we can put one of those. Probably not. And these are one of my favorite parks. They're small enough to provide all kinds of things. So let's see if we have a leader. We are literally going to put this right here. Or next to the pool. But probably right about here. And the reason for that is, again, we're trying to ensure that all stuff is taken care of. Spending a lot on parks and plazas, it's actually really nice to live somewhere that's got a lot of beauty to it. And we're gonna put that right next to the park. And oh wow, I love it when that happens. And no, I do not like it when that happens. So. We're gonna move it, smooth out the area. Roads are gonna be in the way? Probable. That is a little bit better. And we'll put it over here instead. Do that. It's not gonna work, but it works. What we're doing is providing leisure activities. That are in keeping with our theme. Oh, you guys will live. Perhaps in a more urban setting, right about here. In the small town of Newport, Oregon, they have a skate park. Not that far away from the beach. But, no, that's not what I wanted. Really? Seriously? You just missed the part? Yeah, I missed the part where I put in a skate park. So we're gonna put the skate park in right there. Oh, that's an eyesore. Put it over here. Or not. Leave it then. It'll be a happy accident. And I believe we can now put in that. Ah, finally. So this will begin the death of our old-fashioned windmills. We're just literally going to start systematically making them go away. And we'll probably pull that up. And we will exchange these expensive little bad boys for power lines. They're noisy, and that's all there is to it. We do have a lot of alternatives. So now that we have that, do we even have water over there? I guess I do. We're gonna come over here, and we're going to turn these off. And we're going to keep them as auxiliary power for when for some odd reason, we need to turn them on rather than buy a whole new power plant. I believe that yeah, we're gonna have to cut 101 back on. So, there we go. In the event that we need more power, we'll just cut one on. Alrighty. Somehow. Aha, that's connectivity. And there we go. We are connected. And we're just now needing to have our interstate moved out a little bit. Not sure where I want it to connect though. I mean, I'm not doing it now, of course, but I do need to plan ahead. Are we going to circle what we've got, or are we going to... Oh, do we want to buy a spot? And I don't want to turn this into a metro, but I do want to have it because it will give us controlled industrial in the form of farming instead of letting the Sims do everything. But that is a lot of planning. I'm not ready to do that kind of planning. There's that. Let's just leave it over there. We need 6,500 to put on our first university. And that will be really good. Alright. We are currently in need of... Or when we get that other stuff. 6,500. Alright, we have a goal. That's our beautiful park. I'll put some gazebos in the corners. Time for a playground. Good place for playground, right across from the bathroom. If you have kids, they will want to go to the potty, but they will want to get back to playing. And we now have trampolines, of which we have a trampoline somewhere. There's nothing here, so throw a trampoline on this little road. And congratulations, we have finally made a 5-star park. Without trying. We basically ignored it. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Not a fan of the tram. Like I said, I'm cautious to put a bus service down. And with good reason. Our Sims love their buses. So what we're gonna do is build a off street for the bus service because I'm not crazy. Probably be right there. And then we need to figure out how big it is. So we're going to put it there, but we're going to build around it. And then swap it so that it's its own entity, basically. We really don't want it on its own street, so. Alright. Its own street would be bad. Been there, tried that, have the t-shirt. So we are going to want to, in essence, create a, I'm going to make a nice place, so we're going to do that. For now, we'll put it right there. We're not doing anything with it, so we're going to create that. I'm gonna do this. I'm pretty sure it is, yes, that big. Okay. See if we can fit it in here. Alright, we can, but we don't want to do that. Alright, there we go. And the importance of this little bad boy is that we don't create it into a situation of which we cannot keep the traffic down. So, there is that. There is our first traffic management area. So we're going to presume that eventually we will have a tram. So we're going to back that up a little bit. I could have swore I had a custom tram in here somewhere. I do not have a custom tram. 4-lane road with tram. And really do like to try and plan ahead, but again, we have sim issues where the sims don't want to cooperate with the plan of transit. So it's extremely frustrating at times that knowing that they're not going to take the subway if they can take a bus. I hate canceling transport, you know, an entire network because they are being stubborn. Subways because they don't impede traffic. Nope. I found that they don't like subways, they barely like monorails. They freaking hate everything except the buses, and I don't know why. I don't think anyone else who plays this game knows why either. Nope, I don't want that. And that there is the most frustrating piece of thing that I never learned how to work. So we're going to be putting in trams. That is all. And we will build bus areas to connect to these areas without actually giving them bus service all over the city because, like I said, they don't like to use the buses. They only like buses. And these little STEM people, I really want to love them, but when it comes to public transport. Alright, there we go. We have our network. It connects the entire city. Does not go down this. No, actually it does. Doesn't go. And now we can actually put in our tram station. So I like to use areas for trams. Where they deploy in their own area. We're going to deploy it from here. Not ideal. What do you mean you don't want to do that? Oh, okay, I see what it is. Alright, yeah, that's gonna work. So we're not connecting this to the system because we really, you're gonna be like that, fine. Alright. Alright, there we go. Gonna do this, and then we're going to see if we can get away with not breaking the whole node. Of course we have to break the whole node. I want it part of, but not part of. the network in general, not in such a way that there we go. Doesn't connect anywhere, and we basically don't care. We have what we want. Oh, really? You're gonna be all like that? Fine. Alright, let's get these trams going. Nope, don't want that. Okay, okay. No, I don't really want to destroy that. So, move it over here. And we're gonna start planning for this because I don't really want it to be so messy. So, drag that to here, down here. Do really cool things with the upgrade tool. Then see how this will work here. Because we will eventually want to extend the tram system. But not in a way that actually causes more traffic. Because as soon as we hit 18 grand, traffic tanks. And we'll be too busy to be worried about the tram system creating issues. So, here we are. Take this down here to the main line. Do that. And then see what we have for power. Okay, we're ready. It's time for that magical moment where we figure out where our lines are. Alright, there we go. You have a purple line. Gonna go up and around. We're gonna allow for connectivity between the two lines. Maybe not that one. We're gonna go over here and servicing our neighborhood. come back out. And while it doesn't do anything for in here, that's what a bus service will handle. It'll handle just dragging these people out down to an area where they need to get on the damn tram. Our city kind of does that too. You get on a bus, you get on a train, you get off and get on a bus. It's not that different. And there's some other cities that come close, but they don't quite have the city bisected the way where I live does. So we have our first transit, and we're in the toilet already. Oh my god, we are negative. Oh no, we're just negative, so we're gonna have to actually adjust the budget just a little bit. So we're gonna adjust the budget of the bus down because we are. And then we're gonna bust the tram, and we're gonna do this here because, well, let's not start at like max capacity. That's not necessary in a small town this size. Alright. And there we go. Move park. We're turning a mere profit. And we could cut spending by dropping this. So now let's have a look at what we're doing in our transit. So we're doing 12 over 20 minutes. And that only means that we're only going to run these little bad boys during the daytime at this time. And I can already see that we're going to have to run the highway underneath this. Oh, fantastic. Alrighty. Alright, let's check services. We still have more than enough health care. And these are our levels. And you're just going to tell me education, aren't you? Yes, you are, you naughty little thing. And we still lack colleges for another 1,500. This whole area here will probably work out to be our old town when it gets down to it later on. So now I have to ask myself, do I own it? Yes. This is probably one of the best things that I own for a mod. Because it will allow me to build a perfect wall, basically. It's a little narrow, but it makes sense. Seriously, it's gonna do me like that. Okay. But of course we're coming over here and pretty much doing that, so guess we don't need it. Doop, 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 doop. We're just gonna do it for now. We'll probably have to go around then. We'll either go around or we'll rotate that in a different direction so that it's not in the way. So we're turning a small profit of 500 and 600. People swear up and down they need more education. I think they're full of it. High school is still not up there. Elementary school is still, and they want me to educate more citizens. So we will put in a community school for something different. It doesn't have the same amount of educational, let's say like the regular school, which does 300, but everybody needs a Montessori school. And we'll find a nice place for it. Bam, right there. We still have a deficiency in, yep. And I think we're going to call it a day today, and we'll start this on our scheduled City Skylines day. There'll be games this weekend. They'll be ad hoc, so I may or may not do them. I don't know what I'll be doing. So we're going to save this, and I believe this is Azure Gulf. No backseas, so we're just going to overwrite that. Alright, thank you for coming. I appreciate the company, of course. And thanks for stopping in. See you next time. Nanu Nanu.